Yes, I do agree.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Honorable Paul.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and greetings to the two PSs. Chair, can I love you all? Setswana sa se tshwara ke ntša pedi se batla go review a nako tse dingwe.
Was a review.
Yes, earlier on, a question was asked to Jorge Kante because PS on has 59 million was spent on the semi-knockdown vehicles, the 8. He did not go on to state Jorge, 9 it's one, the procured kabukai. And I went further to state Jorge Bomosola Bating. Boka tuisa gore any decision ya go tswelela ka project information e guide so ke tsa ke re o tla ai ha going forward. My other interest in this ke gore obviously go assemble would mean workforce. There were people there. Question is, are these people public servants or no assemble a private entity? And if they are public servants, idea what were their terms of engagement? Are they still working at the same warehouse as we speak now, despite not having any cars to assemble anymore?
Thank you, Honourable Member. Yes, I will provide the cost of the nine vehicles that I talked about. With regard to the personnel that was engaged in assembling the cars, like I indicated, our organization, our state-owned enterprise, B3, is partnering with these two Chinese companies, and the personnel that was engaged in the assembly, these are B3 employees who have been trained and engaged for the project. So they are B3 employees. Oh.
So were these employed specifically for the project, or and if so, what are they currently doing with it?
These we have some who were already employed in B3 and they were deployed to the project. We have those who were specifically recruited by B3 for the project, but they are currently still employed because the project is still it's ongoing. We are waiting.
Which project is ongoing? Which project is ongoing?
The e-mobility.
No. When I was in the current administration, part of trade, Ministry of Trade.
Yes.
B3 released your Mokoyone because it's a research institution. That's what you said.
Yes, there are still processes for there is currently a technical team that is working on the movement of the project from B3 to Ministry of Trade. But as it is, because the assembly has just been completed, the staff is still there, and there will be consideration, or one of the decision was that the Ministry of Trade would carry out an assessment the project and advise on how on what will happen to the investment that is already there, including the cars that I talked about. So that is the consideration that is still yet to be made. We still have to be advised. But the staff, as we speak, is still there, awaiting the assessment and awaiting consideration on how they should be deployed.
Yes, are you saying Batoban Mbahiretswe specifically to assemble these cars, a process that is not ongoing currently? And perhaps maybe just help by entry level. I mean, are they artisans? Are they engineers? Are they technicians? Guide us on that. And also, how many people personnel are we talking of?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. As we speak, because some of there's still some work going on at the assembly.
What work? You have 89 vehicles fully assembled. What extra work is there to be doing?
The work of assembling the 50, some of the 50 and the 30 is still not yet complete.
Yes, you said you have these cars assembled and ready. That you said in your own words. And
PS ngore bolelen go ha ntse re metsi thaloso ile ya pejare re raing me o ka go tsama change the story. I'm uncomfortable with that. Can you tell us the real story? What is going on there? A ka ye hantse tshwere gore te isiwe go Ministry of Trade or in the toilet ya ka o bua. Just come clean on this, please. The assembly plant is still alive and working. They are still, assembling the semi-knockdown parts.
Can I just ask for a few minutes just to get the facts?
To help you. You stated, or you even went on to state the amount of money spent. Understanding is, what expenditure has been done.
Yes.
Yeah, assemble these cars. Then you go on to say, no. In fact, we are not done with assembly. It is still ongoing. What is what? Because there cannot be two divergent answers to a simple question. But Toba, assembly has been done by Iran currently. And we are talking of how many people? At what level? Entry point that is.
Maybe just to beg for
Let me rephrase. No. You don't need help on this one.
I do understand the question.
At Gaolaolwe, it's 89 minus 9, the 8. Do we have fully assembled vehicles as we speak, which you have now been advised already to go B3 DECO Minister of Trade?
We did procure all the parts for the 18, for the 50 and for the 30 buses, and they have been assembled. But I'm advised that there is some work which I need to confirm
What is that work?
The work that is still going on. That's why
Honorable
I'm
member is
saying,
asking what work?
I
Go
beg
diragala
the-
eng ka gore a ke re project e emetse go ya ko trade. Mo bogompieno go diragala eng?
I beg for your indulgence, honorable member, and ask that I correct, I get the facts correct because I'm relying mainly on the briefings that.
Yes, you are here working. What
I
is
am-
currently happening? That's Botswana. Go iragalang currently. Ko warehousing e we duelang 170,000 pula per month.
Go na le ke tsone dikoloi se, go na le assembly plant which we have just completed, which is part of the investment. We had procured it, and it has been.
No, you're answering a totally different question. In fact, we are going to go to that one. Very interesting discovery we've made. Earlier on, there's a warehouse. These are kept in a warehouse. Today, as we speak, what is happening? What is going on? What activity is taking place? We're now PAC.
That is why, honorable members, I was asking for your indulgence, because I've just gotten a brief that there is some work. It is not clear what kind of work is going on. So I need you to verify the fact, because as acting, I'm just.
Wa lemoga PS gore ko kgang e simolotseng teng ke re 1000 go itlhella e follow up ke honorable Phologolo. O lebe ga o sena information ka project. Wa itemoga le wena gore ga ona information e tetseng ka project.
I do agree with that. I don't have a complete brief of the project, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Out quite clearly.
Yeah.
Yes. Of the 80 vehicles, one would assume the other 9, fully, dealer running, one would assume they are runner.
Error.
From the 80 now, how many vehicles are running? You can't tell me you have no interest in knowing from the 30 buses, how many buses are running?
Honorable, the information that I have is that the buses have been assembled. The cars have been assembled. I just want to and they still.
It is quite evident that the acting PS does not have information on the matter. No amount of probing will help unless we say, when we come back from the break, if you have something to share, please share.
But Chair, this is an issue of national interest.
Yes, of course.
Which I believe PSA earlier on said, it is only now that we want to know that he seemed not to be sure of his statement. And this is disturbing to a committee. You cannot tell us the base 30 or rather, let me rephrase. Of the 30 buses that you earlier on said are assembled, how many are fully assembled and how many are not? Just buses.
I kind of hesitate, honorable members, because like I said, I'm relying on the brief, and I just need to confirm my facts, because from the brief, all the 30 buses are complete.
Does complete mean running?
Yes, complete means they have been assembled and they are ready. They are running.
Okay,
But there's still work being done.
And there is still work from the brief I've just received, that there is still some work being done. That's what I wanted to really get to confirm and to get Because if I say, okay, the brief says 80%, but I think I need to go to briefly meet with my team just to confirm. It says 80% of the, I don't know, 80%.
Honorable Paul,
Translates to, can I beg for your indulgence, Honorable?
Honorable Mabeo, please.
P.S.
Honorable Paul, I'm still trying to manage this one. Honorable Paul, you have asked so many questions that remain unanswered.
That's why. That's what I was intending to go.
And you repeat the questions and they are still not answered. So I suspect maybe there could be someone who could answer these questions better in your team.
Yes.
Maybe.
But you expect PS to know these things?
He doesn't.
Before, rather than call somebody else to come and answer this, which I believe it's your prerogative to decide on it,
yes.
Can PS answer me on this one? How many employees, how many personnel were dealing with the assembly of these cars? Ke batho ba le kae ba neng ba hiretswe go assembla dikoloi tse, and ne ba hirilwe ka entry level e heng, because I understand now they are public servants.
You can ask it again. Are they public servants? Are they public servants?
They are B3 employees, they are public officers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Assisted by Chinese, where the cars originate. One suspects.
Well, for purposes of capacity building.
How many people, how many are we looking at?
I'm just checking my figures.
Yeah. You have
Uh,
not been answered, and I do concur with you that the peers should know, but he doesn't know.
Modula Stilo, negere, ha seemo se ntse yana go buiwa ka a public asset. Go sena dikarabo tse di utlwalang. A go botoka gore gongwe SPAC ra go iponela ka mato dio tse di diragalang tse. Re kgone gore re botsa be re itse gore botsa so se se teng ka ra se seo.
Yeah, that could be part of our program, but as far as today is concerned, really we are constrained in terms of time. So clearly, you don't have the answers. And that is why I was saying maybe from the break, we may get someone to explain, or you may get a better briefing, because you are clearly not answering the questions asked by Honorable Paul. Not at all. Actually, as you attempt to answer, there is even more confusion. So, Honorable Paul, let's progress to the next question.
Yes.
The next set of questions.
Yes. The next one, when I raised the issue of the rental, which is around 170,000 pula per month, he was mentioning construction of some workshop or something. Can you...
Some charging stations, he said?
No. He was saying these are kept in a warehouse, but then he was saying they're in the process of constructing some assembly point. Can you please elaborate on that?
I was saying, as part of the program, we have procured a manufacturing plant. This is the plant that will help us, or that help us to assemble these vehicles. So the plant was procured, and it has been assembled at this warehouse which we have rented. So we have the assembling plant there. This was the plant that we were going forward and even now use for the assembly of plant. Because
on the short PS, you procured. For how much are you paying for this new assembly point? And mind you, you mentioned already, the advice has been that this moves to another ministry altogether. So you go ahead and procure an asset. For how much are you paying for that asset?
the assembly plant?
Let me indicate that this procurement was done last year, and
Or how much you will also mention?
That was for 8 million, 8.1 million. That is the assembly plant.
That's procuring as in buying
Yes.
outright.
Yes.
Are you aware that B3 has some facilities which are unoccupied?
I'm aware that B3 has some facilities. Yes, we have one in Kanye. I think there's another one in Francistown. And these are the plans that we are also using for, because as part of the program, we are also retrofitting. So these are the plans, the facilities. Yes, we are aware.
Yeah.
So
So
unoccupied, you say?
yes,
Yeah.
like the one in Kanye. Were you aware that you had that before you took a decision to procure a new asset?
Yes, we are aware, because that is why we started with this program, with retrofitting, and we will to continue using it for that purpose.
Can you clarify that? You went, okay, fine. Let me rephrase it. The asset, the property that you have in Kanye, was it not fit for purpose? Yagoka assemble these cars before you took a decision of buying.
An assessment was made of the facilities, but given the magnitude of the work that we were anticipating, it turned out that the Kanye facility was not quite suitable for that.
If an assessment was done, would you be in a position to share the findings of that assessment? Because here's a property for many years left or abandoned, and one might even want to know the loss and the decision to the coffers. So are you in a position to take us in confidence, or indeed an assessment was done and Kanye, among many others, was found not to be suitable for the project?
We can share that information to that regard.
Okay. So those that you have not answered, the price for the vehicles and the number of employees and their levels, I guess Kitswanitsan Chairman.
Yeah, I think he should.
We will deal with. Let me go to my second question now. I came across a very interesting read, Etswako Business Botswana, to do with the DM model. How much